Over the years, the Thomas Wooden Railway line released a lot of great sets. Personally, my favorite were always the sets based off episodes from the TV series. However, there were a lot of episodes they failed to make sets for, and that's why I'm back again to create another custom set based off an episode from the TV series. Today's episode, Steamroller. To avoid this from becoming a massive layout, I decided to keep to the rule of making it as realistic as possible to what Learning Curve or Mattel could have released in their Wooden Railway line. I picked the year 2002 as when I think this layout could have been produced and sold. The reason being that 1, everything in this layout would have been able to be purchased individually in the year 2002. This also includes Road, and it was the first year that Road was released. Road is such a heavy part in this layout that I wanted to make sure it was an early addition to when Road became a part of the Wooden Railway line. This set features 2 characters, George and Sir Handel. George was never featured in a set during his run in the Wooden Railway line, and at this point Sir Handel had yet to be featured in a set. 2002 was also the first year that you could purchase George. Now I could see George becoming an exclusive to the set, kind of like Bolstro was in the Down by the Docks set that was also released this year. I included the Sir Handel that was available at the time in this set, the old style Sir Handel. Now I personally would have preferred the 2008 version, especially since the line was getting updated with newer versions of all the engines in 2002. It would have been a great time to do that with Sir Handel too. However, it seemed like in 2002 the priority was not to focus on the narrow gauge engines, and all those engines kept the old style. So as much as I think the set would have been so much better with that version of Sir Handel, I decided to stick with the old style. Now the main feature of the set is the cargo transfer. It was a new item in 2002, and I think does a really good job connecting the road and the rail. The only problem here is it wasn't really featured in the episode. We didn't see anything like this in Steamroller, so it is a little out of place. But as I said, I think it does a really good job mixing the road and rail together, and for an item that was never included in a set during its run, I think it can make a home here in the Steamroller set. Along with the cargo transfer, I also included the Abbey Repair Shop. Now just like with the cargo transfer, the Abbey Repair Shop was never available in a set during its run in the Wooden Railway line. The reason I included this is because at the start of the episode, they talk about Sir Handel's wheels.
Sir Handel is very proud of his big sturdy wheels. They have broad tires and hold well to the rails, but they are unusual.
I'd like to imagine that before this episode, maybe Sir Handel was getting work done on his wheels. Regardless, I think this is an item that should have been included in the set, and I think where really you only have the cargo transfer here, putting the Abbey Repair Shop in with it, I think just adds a lot more to this set. An arch bridge is also included in the set that goes over the road, and of course the railway crossing. I really like it as a lot of points in the episode we see Sir Handel and or George here, so it really helps add something from the episode to this set. I included the son and daughter from the family of 4 in this set. At the end of the episode, some boys tease Sir Handel, and while there was not a lot of options for boys in the Wooden Railway line, you do have 2 children, and I think they do kind of fit that role here. That's why I included the son and the daughter. One of my favorite parts about this set is right after the cargo transfer, there's a long stretch of track with the road and the rail right next to each other. There I envisioned that people could recreate the crash from Steamroller. I also included some graded track riser to help separate the road and the rail after it's repaired in the episode Steamroller. However, I envisioned that if this set was actually released, that Learning Curve could create something maybe similar to the Henry's Tunnel brick that they could use to separate the road and the rails. I personally used the graded track risers in my remake of this episode. However, I think something customized just for the set would add a special touch and take this set to the next level. I think this might be my favorite custom set that I've created yet. I think there's just a lot of areas that you can remake what happens in the episode with your Wooden Railway set. You also have George and Sir Handel, which were the 2 main characters and by far the biggest characters of this episode, included in the set. I like having the long stretch of track that you can use to recreate the crash from the episode. I like the level crossing that George and Sir Handel meet at throughout the episode, and I like how both George and Sir Handel can pull cargo cars, especially since George has something that he can crash into to recreate the crash. Overall, I think it was a big mistake by Learning Curve to never create a set like this based off of Steamroller. I think it was one of the more iconic episodes of The Narrow Gauge in Season 4, and with George and Sir Handel being two of the bigger characters in the show, I think they would have been perfect choice to have a set based off an episode around them. Thank you all for watching my custom Steamroller Thomas Wooden Railway set, and subscribe for more.